Leon Bibb. Thanks, sir.
Many thanks, Dan Haggerty. Dan Haggerty covering the story for us. Once again, we're right outside Euclid Avenue Congregational Church. It is at the corner of Euclid Avenue and East 96th Street, immediately next door to the Cleveland Clinic. This church was founded in 1843. The building across the street that burned so severely was built in 1887. The building was historic in every sense of the word. It was built by faithful people in 1887, and it is faith which will take its members into the future.
Fire struck in what is usually the quiet hours of the still dark early morning. Except this morning, it was not quiet. Lightning bolts sparked the skies over Euclid Avenue, and Euclid Avenue Congregational Church, part of the worldwide United Church of Christ. Lightning is a possible cause of the fire. No one knows for certain. What is known is the heartache felt by the members of the church who stood in the early morning.
Mother used to always say, you are purified through the crucible of fire. Well, now we're about to see just how wonderful we all are, that I know that we all are in this church.
Rise above it all. And right now I'm just going to go home and meditate on it.
This story strikes me personally. This is the church where my wife and I are members. We are here every Sunday. This is where I worship, so you will understand when I am personal on this story. Members today will reflect on the good times as captured in the now treasured photographs.
My thoughts go back to the old song which is in the hymnal. The church's one foundation is Jesus Christ the Lord. That is what the pastor told me when I called her this morning, and we chatted a little bit about where do we go from here. She says that's just brick and mortar across the street. She says the church really is the people. So this congregation will hold on to that. And as a reporter and as a member of that congregation, wearing two hats today, I hold on to that too.
I started crying when I saw this building because it was a beautiful building. The sanctuary had a solid oak ceiling.
We've been through some rough times together, and we'll make it through this.
Euclid Avenue Congregational Church stood at this location since 1887. Long before the next-door Cleveland Clinic, it was here. When the only traffic on Euclid Avenue was horse-drawn carriages, its members came to this building. A part of Cleveland history burned to the ground, but those who worshipped here will continue to worship somewhere and rebuild somewhere, knowing the church is really the people.
There are all kinds of feelings running through my mind right now. I try to be steady as a professional journalist, yet I report on something which deeply touches my heart. You'll understand that. So I've got to be a little emotional on a story like this. By the way, there's going to be a meeting of the Euclid Avenue Congregational Church leadership later on today. They're meeting right now, but there's going to be a church membership meeting, and the pastor, Reverend Terry Young, told me to announce that the church was going to meet at Mount Zion Congregational Church at 7 o'clock tonight. They're going to have a worship service, and they're also going to have a short business meeting. There's much to be talked about, says Reverend Terry Young. But again, that meeting is at 7 o'clock tonight. And the community of faithful here are in prayer, and they're going to remain faithful. They say that's the reason for the church. I'm Leon Bibb. Let's go back inside.
Leon, that was just a wonderful reflection. No one better to do it. Nicely done.
Thank you.